Hello friends, welcome to Java training session 52. This is Haradhan once again as usual. Today I will discuss about call by value and call by reference in Java. So what is call by value? The call by value approach copies the value of an argument into the formal parameter of the subroutine. Therefore, changes made to parameter of the functions of subroutine have no effect on the argument. That means, suppose in the class itself you are creating some method or function where you are passing some parameter, right? But in the main method, you want to use the same, in the main functions, you want to use the same method, but where you are changing the value, right? So in case you are changing the value, so that will not impact on your original's method argument. So that is called call by value, right? And what is call by reference? In call by reference approach, a reference to an argument is passed to the parameter. Okay. Inside the subroutine, this reference is used to access the actual argument determined in the call. This means that changes made to the parameter will affect the argument used to call the subroutine. That means you are creating a method or functions, right, in the class, and in the main method you want to change something and that will impact your original method argument. So that is the call by reference. So basic difference between call by value and call by reference is that for call by value, your original method will not get impacted, but for your call by reference, that will also got impacted. So I will show you with sample examples. So for that, I have created a class Java training session 52, the project training package training 2. So here I'll create a first method public void method will be display, method name will be display here, and I want to pass some parameter, right? Suppose integer m, and here I will assign some value to the n integer. Okay. Now we need to create an object or instance for the class. Suppose I am creating object equal to new object. So that is the syntax for creating the object or instance. Now if I want to call the particular display methods, so instead of using the parameters m, variable m, I am defining another variable n. Value I am defining as 20. Okay. Now if I want to use that object dot, you can see that particular method will come display. Here I will pass the n instead of m, and now I want to print the value of n. So it will give you, the output will be 20, right? It will give you 20, not the 10 whatever you have defined in the method. Okay. So that is called call by value. So here the variables n, for which value was 20, is passed to the parameter of m of display method, as copy of n is passed. Changing m does not change value in the main method. So that is called call by value in Java. Okay. Now I will show you another examples of call by reference. So here for that, let's comment out the code for the method whatever written. So instead of that, I'll create another method public void display. Same method you can use. Okay. Here I will pass some string buffer. Variable will be sb. Want to pass it. Okay. And I want to append it. sb dot append. Okay. And I want to append with some string value. Right. So I want to append with training. Then I want to print the value of sb. Okay. So here I am creating a method display where I want to pass the string buffers. Okay. And variable name I am declaring as sb, and I want to append that with training and I want to print it out. Okay. Now I'm creating another object 1 the class. Okay, in the main method, right? Then I want to add some value in the string buffer, right? Using the new keyword. Here I will pass value will be Java. Okay, I want to pass it. So initially training was there, it was appended, so I am passing Java. So right now my value will be what? SB, that means Java training, right? So value will be Java training. Now if I want to call object 1 dot display, right? So you can see SB is passing. Okay. Now if I want to again print the SB, as and when I am passing the display, so it will print it out, right? SB, and I want to print it out. Okay. So let's see the difference in my object call by value. So here, as and when I was displaying something, right? Want to call the value, so nothing was displayed because here it is only M was there, but here, so that is the reason only 20 was coming, right? So for this method there was no output in the call by value, but for call by reference, right, here it will refer something. So that particular Java will be appended by training, so it will be Java training and it will print you. So this method will print you Java training. Okay, and here also if you want to print it again, so it will again print you the updated value Java training. So that is the difference. Print Java training, and here also it will print Java training. Okay, so I am telling you again, I am creating a method display where I am passing string buffer and variable is SB is happening with training, and also I want to print out the SB value, right? Here I am creating object instance first, then for the string buffer I want to add Java, so now it will be Java training, right? So here if I want to display, it will be Java training, right? As it is updating my reference, that means argument for the method. So again if you want to print out, right, with the variable SB, so it will again give me the Java training. So if you run it, you can see Java training is coming as twice. So the value of object reference object 1 is passed to SB, right? Object 1 literal value Java is passed to SB. Now object 1 reference as SB reference refers the same object. So changing SB object 1 also. Right now if you are changing SB, so it will affect object 1 as well. Hence both object 1 and SB prints the same value. Okay. So now it will print give me the same value. Okay. Using the object 1, if I want to display SB, so it will give me the Java training, and here also it will give the Java training. So that's all about, right, call by value and call by reference. Thank you all for watching my videos. In case you are enjoying my videos and learning automation testing in Java, please like and share my videos. Do not forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you will get notification as and when I will upload a new video. Do not forget to provide your valuable comment for any input or suggestion. Stay tuned for my next video.